What's up, YouTube? What's going on? Now we're gonna talk about, um, going back to work after being unemployed for a year, um, and not to make the same mistakes that I did. So basically, I'm telling you, don't waste time, man, because the struggle is real right now, man. I don't know what I was thinking, man. It's just I yeah, I did not take anything seriously. If I would see some YouTube videos and I would see people talk about, um, I would see them talk about, how it's so hard to get a job even with a degree and having a bachelor's degree or whatnot. Just, that people couldn't find jobs right now. And I was just like, that's crazy. That's funny because I was like, I live in Utah. We have one of the best work economies in the United States. So I was like, it shouldn't be too hard, man. Like, I wasn't really, really planning on being in the position I am right now. Um, so I mean, I, oh man, it's a crazy topic, cause yeah, it's like I put it's like I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. It's just like I could have took unemployment seriously. I was making 465 a week, and I was just telling myself, I'm gonna go back to a job where I make maybe $500 a week or just barely or $460. And I was like, but the thing is, I gotta work. I was like, you know, um, just I was like, I'm just gonna be miserable while I'm making that amount of money, or I could just kick back and just do my unemployment and just receive the benefits. And I was supposed to that take, um, I was supposed to use that time to be more productive, like looking at videos, like seeing how I could work from home. And, I looked at some of those and I didn't even try. Like, I didn't even get on the computer and try to apply or anything like that. I wasted my whole time. And I'm not going to say I wasted the whole time because I was somewhat productive. So I was injured. I caught on fire at work welding, and uh, I got caught on fire. So I was out injured for like 4 months, until I was healthy again to come to go back to work or anything like that. And then I ended up getting fired while being on medical leave, which is illegal. And I'm in the process of still trying to sue these guys and hopefully get some money. But I've hit up so many attorneys and they don't want to help me because I didn't make $100,000 in a year. I was like, man, this case is so cut and clean. Like it's just like it's right. It shouldn't be that hard, And for whatever reason, because I don't make $100,000, it's just not that important, But that's been my that's been my my experience so far with these lawyers and attorneys and stuff. So um, yeah, I went to work today. Um, I did a construction cleanup. Um, Making this video, just to inform you guys. Like, yeah, I talked to like 10 different staffing agencies, and I'm just here to confirm. Like, I was like, wow, that's crazy. I called so many staffing agencies, and and they were like, we're so slow right now. It's just and it's like we might pick up here in July or whatever, but I'm like, damn. I'm like, man, I just do not take advantage. Like my dad was telling me like 3 months before and 2 months and all the way to the last month, like go get a job, go do this, and I was like, nah, man, but I mean, I have no one else to blame, so I got to take accountability. I shouldn't go on this YouTube video to complain, about things that I put myself in. I was somewhat productive. I went to the gym and I did mixed martial arts. I did jujitsu. I did Muay Thai, boxing, wrestling. I competed in a jiu-jitsu tournament. So, I mean, I was putting in almost like 15 hours in the gym a week, like doing maybe like 4 hours, like 2 hours or 3 hours of jiu-jitsu and 1 hour of boxing. And then next day, like no-gi and maybe an hour. No, or maybe I took a break because 4 hours is 3 hours of jujitsu is pretty rough. Um, 1 hour, 1 hour of boxing, a lot of cardio but I can't. Yeah, I did try to. Yeah, I did like 4 hours Monday, maybe like two hours. I think I came in Tuesday. Yeah, I think I tried to come in like every day. Like Tuesday, like maybe like 2 hours, 4 hours on Wednesday, and then 2 hours on Thursday, which was just an open mat. Usually everybody does no-gi and so yeah, that's always fun. And then I come back on Friday and do a competition class or whatnot. So and then Sunday I would go in for 2 hours for open mat, and yeah, man, I would try to put work in and better myself and get better, and um, I just got undisciplined. I just got distracted. I got involved in my friend's situation, and like he's like kind of rich, wealthy, or whatever, and I was thinking maybe, his problems weren't that bad and he could help me out, but he's going under, he has an addiction, so he's smoking, the F word, um, that the drug that's killing everybody, and he's smoking meth. He does some math problems, and, he's on that, so it was like a crazy combination. And I was like, he was in a toxic relationship too, just like getting cheated on every day. And I was just trying to help him out. Me and my girlfriend, we tried to help him out. And, uh, you know, I mean, there's really nothing you could do. They got to want to help themselves. So if I would have just, and I know this, so like I can't really, I just, just try to come up with excuses not to go to the gym and better myself. And I wasted time. Um, now, like I'm like, after like the last 2 months of unemployment, I just smoked weed. The last month, the two months before, I smoked. We got medical marijuana, so I just, I was ripping it. Just taking gummies and dabbing it up, and you know, I was eating. I was like, my diet was way off. Like I was just eating anything, like, um, you know, you name it, any junk food. Like I was donuts. I was going ham, bro. I was eating and barbecue. Like, I mean, Thai food, like, I mean, man, I was going ham, bro. But yeah, I mean, it's all starting to bite me now because I did my first day and I just now starting to realize how out of shape I am, and I was like, oh, but and we only did 4 hours of the construction cleanup. Like I said, like I'm going to the staffing agency. I sat there at like 6 o'clock this morning, and I didn't get that cleanup job till 9:30, and I didn't have to be there till 11. So I basically sat for like 4 hours, um, you know, until I 4 hours till I got like till I went to work 4 or 5 hours for, and I was like, oh my gosh, bro. And then yeah, I was just like, I mean, it was cool. Like, we finished the cleanup. It wasn't like we didn't have more to do or something like that. We just ended up cleaning. I guess we cleaned it a little bit early and took 4 hours. But I was telling that guy I was working with, I was like, we should have went like walked slower and just took our time or something. We could have got maybe like 1 more hour or something like that. And it's not even that much. It's like $15 an hour. I'm doing $15 an hour for construction cleanup. I'm just trying to get whatever I can right now because, like I said, I effed around and now I'm finding out and yeah, I'm just trying to get any jobs that I can. Like I'm with like two. I'm signed up with like two staffing agencies, and like I'm just like if there's a warehouse cleanup, anything like warehouse, like they need production, like I know how to do a forklift, like I have like metal foundry experience. Like I used to grind. I used to be a grinder for like 3 years, and then I started welding. Um, and I learned that by myself. Like I would just do overtime, and when everybody left, I would go like figure out how to turn on the machines and just start stick welding or just learning how to do stuff and arc weld and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, I was just hungry. I was trying to make more money, and yeah, like um, man, I had a really good work. I have a really good work ethic. And like just I know my work ethic is like when I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, like everything's on point, and I'm like not in alignment right now. Like I gotta go back and figure out what's important, like my health and everything like that. Cause I mean, smoking and eating donuts, smoking weed and eating donuts is not good for you. Ice cream, like I'm so serious. I peach cobbler, like oh my gosh, I went ham. Oh my gosh, pizza, hamburgers, Mexican food. I mean everything, man. I was eating everything except healthy food that I usually eat. I usually eat just sardines and rice and tuna or and rice and chicken and rice, and every once in a while I'll have a burger or something like that or some pizza. Um, but usually I get a clean diet, eat vegetables, and I make smoothies for my breakfast in the morning and put granola and like protein pumpkin seeds and hemp seeds and honey and raw honey and what else do I put in there? Almonds and I mean, yeah, I try to be real healthy. That's like my breakfast, and usually for lunch, like it could be tuna and rice, or it could just be a sandwich. Um, I mean, I try not to get too crazy when I'm working out and like I'm working hard at work, and I haven't done, it just feels totally weird for not working for a whole year. And now I'm working again. And it's like, damn, man, I just, I, sh- and I did nothing productive. Like working hard, like working and putting me in an environment like that, and working hard. Um, then everything I do is not half, like 50-50. It's like it's all or nothing. Like I'm gonna work hard and I'm gonna get it, and then I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna work. I'm gonna train hard. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna study and try to do do whatever they're teaching us, and try to do those techniques and whatnot. Like I'm gonna try to give it my all. Then we're gonna grapple. You know, I'm gonna be not spaz. I'm not gonna be a spaz, and you know, and I'm gonna try to get it though, and you know, but yeah, man, it's just like, yeah, um, I can't really complain, but when I was working, I was at my job for almost like 4 years, my previous job before I went on unemployment, and um, I do have like welding skills and stuff like that, and like some of these places are like, well, we need welders, but I mean, no, after the fire, like if I could post pictures on like what I used to work on, and there's a YouTube video of me arc welding, and you can see what I'm doing on there. Uh, but if I could show you like some of the big like 2 ton military pieces of steel equipment that we used to work on, like and show you like what I had to do and everything like that, like it would be, you know, I would have to do another separate video and like try to. And I'm not really advanced. Like I don't even know how to get on the computer, and like most of these videos I do on my phone and stuff like that, and I don't really know how to do like go on the videos and like and put those extra like clips in there or pictures and stuff like that. Like maybe when I get good at that, maybe I could start doing those kind of videos or whatnot. But yeah, I'll show you the burns and everything like I had, and um, if my coworkers weren't there, you know, I probably would have passed away. I probably would have been smoked. You know, I would have got smoked for sure. You know, and so I usually used to do overtime too, and usually nobody's there for overtime, so I would be there, and I'm just glad that that happened where my coworkers were around, because yeah, that was pretty. Now I just like no paychecks worth my life, so I won't ever do that again. Uh, Not, I mean, unless it was like an emergency or something like that, like the world was ending and I had to like weld a fucking a bunker. Excuse my language, uh, but if I had to do weld a bunker, it was an emergency. Of course, I'll do it. Um, but yeah, like after that company fired me while being on medical leave, and like it just like kind of shows me, like, you know, these guys think of like us as like cattle, like, or like we're slaves, and you know, I'm not going for it, man. Like no way, like no way I'll work for that company. Like I don't want to work for those companies. You know, hopefully this YouTube channel takes me somewhere one day, you know, but um yeah, man, like I I I I used to work so hard, bro. Like there was a guy there that had 20 years of experience of grinding metal and stuff like that, and those military pieces. He was the only one that's certified to work on those and everything like that. And and I only been there for like less than 3 years, bro. And he couldn't. They came out when they made those pieces. They came out so bad that that guy with 20 years of experience couldn't work on it. And so your boy here, man, I got it done. You know, only having less than 3 years of experience, man. I finished it, man. I was walking around with my chest pump. I was like, I'm a Mex I can, you know. I was like, you know, I was feeling myself, bro. Like, you know, I was just feeling myself, and I was walking around like I had 20 years of experience, you know. I had my chest pumped out, you know, but yeah, man, like, yeah, I don't mind working hard, but yeah, these guys didn't want to give me they didn't want to give me a raise after that. And then they told me that they forced me to weld when I didn't want to, you know, and I was like, you know, these guys just want to pay up. Even there was a guy that was a welder, man. This guy had all the skills, man. He was a mechanic. He was a welder, top welder. They used to fly him to the Himalayas and work on stuff, weld up there and stuff like that. Like, I mean, this guy had skills, man. Like, there would be like these big old machines in our foundry, and he could take all those pieces, the machines, he could fix everything in that foundry, man. There was like big old machines that looked like a space time machine and everything like that. Like, he would take everything apart and put everything back, and like he could work on the forklifts. Like, this dude has so much skills. And then he was telling me, man, he was like, man, I heard you're killing it, man. I heard you're doing good, you know. So coming from that guy, you know, like or he told me, he was like, he was like, hey man, you're killing it. And he's like, I think he just came up and was like, you're killing it, man. I think people were talking about me and stuff like that, and these guys didn't want to give me my raise, and I was just like, I remember one day I was working, and I was just getting it, man, like I usually do, bro. I was getting it, and I was like, it was almost the end of the day, and I was just like, man, I had some work to do. I had a good amount of work, and I was like looking at it, and I was like, man, these guys don't want to pay me or anything like that. I was like, man, I could have integrity and just keep working hard, because I like shining, bro. Like, I like to shine, and you know, if it ain't paying me, then like just be humble and just shine, bro. Just keep shining, and you know. And I was just like, but you know what? These guys, I'm like, man, I was like, nah, bro. I was like, I can't give them that, me bending over backwards, like, kind of work attitude and shit like that. Like, I was like, bro, like I was just like, nah, man, I can't do it for these guys. And I just like started slacking. I just started slacking and just doing the bare minimum, and try, because I mean, it's a dangerous job, and I was trying to just slow down and try to make some more money, get some overtime or whatever. And like, I mean, I used to pretty much do whatever I want, bro. I used to close that place. I used to lock it up. Like, I'd only been there for like 3 years. There was people in there for like 40 years, 30 years, 20 years, like, you know. But like, yeah, man, like some of these companies, it's just like, yeah, I don't want to do that no more. I could see how Gen Z and those guys are like, they just see through the bull, you know what I mean? Like, they see through that stuff, and it's like, I hope they do like get us some like new wages, and or they just like help us out with the internet stuff where we can make money, you know, because man, this economy is not good. It is not good at all. Yeah, but I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys for listening to me. Thanks. This has been my experience. Like I said, if you can, bro, if you want to, like, it's either you're damned or you do. But if I could have, I mean, I just couldn't. man, I just couldn't take it seriously that last month. I wasted a lot of time, and now I'm just trying to get whatever job I can, you know, trying to make whatever I can. But um, yeah, don't. If you could learn something from me, like that's cool, you know. Like um, if I mean, I just it's always a lesson learned for me, you know. Next time I just got to keep doing better, you know. But I appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed day, and I'll see y'all on another video.